Bachelor fans slam lack of connection between Grant and Final Four. February 27, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Bachelor Grant Ellis started the season in late January with 25 contestants. They were all hoping to be his wife. After a month of rose ceremonies and drama, Grant is one step closer to finding his match. He's narrowed it down to just 4 women. But viewers aren't as sure as he is about them. Is there a lack of connection? Grant Ellis picks his final 4. The latest Bachelor episode saw Grant and his remaining 7 contestants arrive in Scotland. Alex Godin, Carolina Quixano, Dina Lupancu, Juliana Pasquarosa, Ligia Gare, Serafina Watkins, and Zoe McGrady joined him in the historic country. Licia and Juliana both had solo dates with Grant. The other ladies took part in an adventurous outdoor group date where they played traditional Scottish games. In the end, Grant sent Alex, Carolina, and Serafina home. Ligia, Juliana, Zoe, and Dina are his final 4 and head into hometowns in the next episode. Click here for more insight on why he chose those 4 ladies. Bachelor fans slam lack of connection. The general reaction from viewers wasn't who he picked, but the fact that the season is already at hometown dates. That means the fantasy suites and final rose ceremony are just around the corner. With the time going so fast, did Grant even have time to form a connection with his final 4? That's what Bachelor fans debated in a recent thread on Reddit. The OP kicked off the discussion with this thought: with hometowns being next week, I don't see any connection that he is being strong enough to end an engagement. Another fan replied, he has a connection with every girl, it's giving player. However, a lot of fans on the thread agreed with the original assessment in the following comments. Honestly, I was absolutely floored that he nixed Alex for Zoe. After the first date he and Alexi had, I thought they had potential to go all the way. His choices seem super random, Lauki. Wondering if it's just the editing, but it just seems so basic level with everyone. It's because the season is 2 weeks shorter. This also explains the torn between 2 women ending. He's really being screwed over in that sense. Everyone and every conversation seems so random. Grant says he has strong feelings for every girl. No one stands out. I wish they could have gotten a longer season back. I'm very much unconvinced of any connection. With the track record of this show and how short his season is, I really can't see him lasting with anyone he chooses to. But I've been proven wrong before, so we'll see. Fans will have to wait a few more weeks to find out if the last comment is correct. However, his season ends, Grant Ellis has no regrets. Do you agree that there's a lack of connection between Grant and his final 4? There certainly seems to be a lack of connection between viewers and the show this season. Bachelor Grant Ellis started the season in late January with 25 contestants, all hoping to win his heart and become his wife. After a month filled with dramatic rose ceremonies, heartfelt conversations, and unexpected twists, Grant has narrowed it down to just 4 women. But while he seems confident in his choices, Bachelor Nation isn't as convinced. Many fans have taken to social media to express concerns that there's a serious lack of connection between Grant and his final 4 contestants. So, is there truly chemistry missing this season? Grant Ellis picks his final 4. The latest episode of The Bachelor took Grant and his remaining 7 contestants to the breathtaking landscapes of Scotland. This group consisted of Alex Godin, Carolina Quixano, Dina Lupancu, Juliana Pasquarosa, Ligia Gare, Serafina Watkins, and Zoe McGrady. While Grant enjoyed one-on-one dates with Licia and Juliana, the rest of the ladies participated in a rugged and adventurous outdoor group date featuring traditional Scottish games. By the end of the episode, 3 women were sent home: Alex, Carolina, and Serafina, leaving Licia, Juliana, Zoe, and Dina as his final 4. These 4 contestants will now move on to the crucial hometown dates, where Grant will visit their families and get a deeper look into their lives. Bachelor fans slam lack of connection. While the selection of the final four is usually a thrilling moment for fans, the general reaction online has been more skeptical than celebratory. The biggest concern? The speed at which the season is progressing. With hometown dates already upon us, the fantasy suites and final rose ceremony aren't far behind. Many fans feel that Grant hasn't had enough time to develop meaningful relationships with any of the remaining women. A lively Reddit thread discussing this very issue had the Bachelor fanbase buzzing with opinions. The original poster, OP, kicked off the discussion with this statement. With hometowns being next week, I don't see any connection that he is being strong enough to end an engagement. The comments section quickly filled up with divided reactions, with some fans pointing out Grant's seemingly surface-level connections. Honestly, I was absolutely floored that he nixed Alex for Zoe. After the first date he and Alexi had, I thought they had potential to go all the way. His choices seem super random low-key. Wondering if it's just the editing, but it just seems so basic level with everyone. It's because the season is 2 weeks shorter. This also explains the torn between two women ending. He's really being screwed over in that sense. Everyone and every conversation seems so random. Grant says he has strong feelings for every girl, but no one stands out. I wish they could have gotten a longer season because I'm very much unconvinced of any connection. Some fans believe that Grant may have been set up for failure simply due to the shortened timeline of the season, which doesn't allow for the same depth of relationships that previous leads have had. Others suspect that the show's editing may be playing a role in making his connections appear weaker than they actually are. A closer look at Grant's final four relationships. Since The Bachelor is known for its whirlwind romances, let's examine each of Grant's final four relationships and see if there's real chemistry or just a made-for-TV fairy tale. 1. Licia Gar. Licia has been a fan favorite from the beginning, and many viewers appreciate her genuine nature and confidence. However, her connection with Grant has felt more like a strong friendship rather than a deep romance. Could a hometown date change that? 2. Juliana Pasquarosa. Juliana's relationship with Grant has been one of the most consistent, but that may not necessarily mean it's the strongest. While they clearly enjoy each other's company, fans argue that there's little evidence of the kind of passion needed to sustain a long-term relationship. 3. Zoe McGrady. Zoe was a surprising pick for many fans, especially considering Grant's strong connection with Alex earlier in the season. While Zoe has been charming and easygoing, there have been very few standout moments between her and Grant that suggest lasting chemistry. 4. Dina Lupanko. Dina has had limited screen time, leading many to wonder if she was chosen by default rather than through a strong connection. While she has undeniable charm, her relationship with Grant has flown under the radar compared to the other finalists. Can Grant find love? With only a few weeks left in the season, fans are left wondering if Grant truly has a strong enough connection with any of these women to result in a proposal. While some seasons of The Bachelor have resulted in love stories that stood the test of time, others have ended in quick breakups or fizzled-out romances. Will Grant's love story fall into the latter category? A skeptical fan summed it up perfectly. With the track record of this show and how short his season is, I really can't see him lasting with anyone he chooses tab. But I've been proven wrong before, so we'll see. Is this season falling flat? Beyond the concerns about Grant's romantic connections, there's another issue at play: viewer engagement. Compared to past seasons, many longtime fans feel that this one lacks emotional depth, exciting drama, and compelling storytelling. Some blame the rushed format, while others speculate that Grant may simply not be the most dynamic lead. The lack of connection isn't just between Grant and the contestants, it's between the audience and the show itself. A few comments highlight this sentiment. I've watched every season, but this one is so boring. there's no spark. Grant seems like a nice guy, but he doesn't bring the charisma that past Bachelors had. The whole season just feels off. I miss when The Bachelor actually felt like a fairy tale romance. Now it just feels like they're rushing to the finish line. The final verdict. So, does Grant have a real connection with any of his final four? The jury is still out. Some fans are holding out hope that hometown dates and fantasy suites will showcase deeper, more meaningful moments. Others are already predicting that this season will end with a half-hearted proposal or no proposal at all. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain. The Bachelor has always been full of surprises, and anything can happen in the final weeks. Fans will have to stay tuned to see if Grant's love story has a fairy tale ending, or if this season will be remembered as one of the least romantic in franchise history. What do you think? Is there a genuine connection between Grant and his final four, or is this season falling flat? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.